Alright, hello guys, my name's Nya Oster and this is my self-assessment project. My first slide includes my message from Lesson 1. Lesson 1 was the video synthesizing our previous philosophies of fitness and what we expected from the course. What I learned from Lesson 1, I was able to synthesize what exercise meant to me and why it is important. And as you can see from my previous philosophy, exercise was a fun way for me to stay healthy and meet new friends. I really thought of exercise as a team building type thing. I love field hockey and I love track where I get to meet new people, and that was kind of one of the most important parts of exercise for me. My new philosophy is that exercise is not only a way to increase social contact, but also a way to increase health and wellness throughout your life. There are many health benefits, such as heart strength and mental health, that are motivators for exercise. Okay, so lesson 2 was we interviewed three different groups of people, and we analyzed their health benefits. And what I learned is that exercise is a habit made for all ages, and it's something important throughout all stages of your life. And what changed during this course, or my mindset, is that I learned that exercise is common as you get older, and that exercise is important for everyone. The exercise is important for everyone not only came during this part, but also from our last or 7th lesson when we talked about grit and how it is important to introduce exercise at a young age and for parents to introduce exercise. And I thought that this was very neat to learn that in this lesson that exercise is important for everyone and can be a great skill throughout life. Lesson 3, we did 5 lifetime activities, and so this kind of built on the idea that exercise is for all ages, but exercise can change throughout your life. And so what I learned is that exercise is a great way to stay social throughout your life, because there's 5 different activities, and all of them had to do something with growing and getting older, but also continuing to exercise. And I also learned that there's a wide range of activities for many abilities and skill sets as I get older. And I saw that some of these, such as running and soccer, can be very harmful to your joints, and because your joints can deteriorate over time. So things such as yoga and bike riding and hiking can be very important. And what changed over this course is now, as I choose my exercises, which often is running now, I look forward to practicing them throughout my life, which is kind of came into the running club because my parents participate in New York Road Runners Club. I think it's very important to continue running throughout my life. And I look forward to practicing them throughout my life, and I pay attention to the health benefits of a range of activities. I understand that yoga is it helps with stretching and strengthening muscles, which can be a lot different from running that can make me tight, and a combination of these exercises is very important. Lesson 4 was our workout video, and what I learned from this video is that I learned different types of exercises and how they worked different muscles that I didn't necessarily target. And now I'm able to look back at this video or other videos, which I've done. I've actually found a few YouTube videos that I like that target different muscles with different exercises, which is important to me because my favorite and most common exercise is running or playing field hockey, and I often don't get these strengthening, not necessarily conditioning, but I don't normally get muscle strengthening activities, and with these videos that can help. And I've learned the importance of using all muscles throughout this course and exercising so that I can receive all of the benefits of exercise. Lesson 5 was our app review, and I learned that there are many fitness apps that not only suggests activities but track activities as well. So in my video, I talked about Runkeeper, which is an app that tracks distance and other statistics. And I really like this, not because it suggests activities, which I think is great, but also because it tracks activities and my distance and what changed throughout my course. I watched one of the app reviews, which was called Zombie Run, and so I used Zombie Run to track my exercise, and it actually made me go faster and encouraged me to exercise. And I'm also able to use apps now to track my workout, to make them different exercises and more fun exercises. Lesson 6. I showed my workout log of my fitness app. And my fitness app is the Garmin tracker app, which I use with my Garmin. And what I learned is that many fitness apps not only suggest activities, but also track key measurements and quantitative measurements of my workout. So I know I often can feel how my exercises are different and which ones I'm pushing myself the most, but I liked that I could see the quantitative data for this. And then what changed due to this course? Now I see exercise not only as a fun activity, but one that provides many health benefits. And now I not only pay attention to details such as my pace and distance, which are two things that I've always tracked and paid attention to, but this course added my heart rate and calories to this, which is also kind of interesting to see how hard I'm pushing my heart and how many calories I'm burning throughout my entire exercise. Lesson 7. What I learned, that exercise and grit go in hand and are both very important throughout life. And exercise is a very important thing, not only for parents, but also for their children. And that exercise is something that's very important to be introduced to children when they're young. And this changed me because now I plan to introduce exercise to my children very early on. And that grit is very important to continue exercise throughout life, because I've learned that exercising throughout life is so important and a key factor of my overall health as I get older. And I want exercise to be hand in hand with grit as I continue throughout life. Areas I need to develop for my lifelong fitness. So 2 things that I've kind of struggled with more is my healthy eating. And I'm kind of concerned now when I go with friends, I often try and eat healthy, but when my parents do not provide all of the food that I have access to, I need to make sure that I continue eating healthy. And strength training, I love running, and I can go out and run and encourage myself to run almost any day. But doing upper body workouts or other strength training workouts is something that I struggle to encourage myself to do. And then where I'm headed in my fitness journey, I would like to continue using new forms of workouts, new videos, and new apps, which I actually did use a few more videos on YouTube, and then I used the Zombie Run app to strengthen myself. I will continue to play field hockey and run track. I will continue and do my best to eat healthy. And then also, as I graduate high school and go on to college, I want to be part of the military. And so this is very important for my health and my fitness journey, because being part of the military includes being physically strong. And so I think that's a great way to incorporate health into my future. Oh, I can't go back. Hold on. Okay. What I plan to do with my knowledge gained is I want to continue to exercise, not only because of the physical benefits, but because of the social interaction, which I mentioned many times before, and also the mental health benefits. The mental health benefits is something introduced in our last video, which had something to do with grit, but it also said that the depression levels in those who exercise drastically decrease, which is definitely a benefit I would like. And it also helps with my stress levels, which is something that many brought up in the interviews. And then I would like to encourage many others to exercise with me, which is kind of part of the social interactions, but I would love to see those who I love continue to exercise with me and get those benefits that they deserve. And barriers or obstacles that I see. Again, I introduced the diet. I'm relatively healthy, and I can always eat healthy when I'm around my parents, but around my friends sometimes I have a less strict diet, but I think that I will be able to continue eating healthy. And then also, I get older. I do not like eating meat just for the killing of animals aspect of it. And so I would like to continue to have protein substitutes, such as beans and peanut butter. And then finally, injuries. So as my parents get older, I can see that their injuries have affected their ability to exercise, such as my dad has problems with his feet, and so he can't always run, and my mom has problems with her back, which causes the same issue. So as I get older, I want to make sure that I'm keeping my joints healthy and consuming the right things and doing the right exercises to make sure that I don't get injured and I do not prevent myself from working out. Alright, so thank you for listening to my video, and I've learned so much over the course. Thank you.